Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Nice to see so many of you here. Nice to see some. Well,
Unless you want to hold these.
no, I really don't want to hold that, but let's see.
Let's see if I, hold on.
You know, right when the cantor isn't here, that this is going to happen. Cantor is a family or a friend bar mitzvah. Check it.
Hold on, no.
Okay. Wait 1 second. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try that. How about that? I could hear it wasn't working. Okay. Once again, really nice to see all of you here. Yes, I can definitely hear that. And we're going to talk more about why many of us are here tonight, not just to celebrate Shabbat. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But when we come together and we have an evening like this, it is a great reminder of the power of community, the support that we find in each other, that we find in our institutions, in our community organizations, all working together. But it is Shabbat, and we welcome Shabbat as angels accompany us from work and into the synagogue, and then from the synagogue into our homes. And we do that with a song called Shalom Aleichem, a song that says that God's messengers of peace will be with us, and we praise them, and we hope that they will bless us as we go into our homes, and as Shabbat enters, and then as Shabbat proceeds, and then as Shabbat exits. Page 142. Page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Hayom, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon. Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Just an introductory thought, an introductory prayer. Adonai, you abide, though all things change. I am anxious and fearful, and I turn my heart to you, looking to you and leaning on your strength. It is written, blessed is the one whose strength is in you. Bless me now with faith and courage. Help me to feel that you are with me, steadying and sustaining me with the assurance that I am loved. Be with me and bring me hope that in the days to come, my aspirations may be fulfilled for my good and the good of those those I love who depend on me. Banish my fears with the sense that you are always present to uphold and sustain me. As it is written, have no fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with the power of my righteousness. Page 138, Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Shamor v'zachor b'diborecha, Ishmi'anu el ha'meuchad. Adonai echad, u'shmo echad, l'shem u'letiferet v'litfilah. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Likrat Shabbat u'ben elcha, Mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai. Oim ateret gambes. No, I'm on the wrong line. Let's try it again. Can we do that line again?
Sure.
Hitoreri.
Hitoreri.
Hitoreri, kiva oreku mi uri, 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 shir baberi, kivod Adonai, alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, yalalai, 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 Pnei Shabbat nekabelai.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Yalanai 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela.
We rise and we turn to the door. Boi v'shalom ateret b'hala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Yalalai 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Yalanai 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 Pnei Shabbat Nekabela.
Page 140, Psalm 92, Tov lehodot l'Adonai, it is good to give thanks to God. Tov, Tov, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov, Tov, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamer l'shimcha elyon, l'shimcha elyon. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov, Tov, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov, Tov, Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tonight is not a seminar on breast cancer. There are so many others who are way more qualified to speak about this disease. Rather, tonight is about raising awareness, of making a commitment to educating ourselves and our community about cancer genetics, in particular breast cancer, and celebrating and remembering those who have been touched by breast cancer. I want to thank our partners at Sharsheret, a national non-profit organization whose mission is to improve the lives of Jewish women and families living with or at an increased genetic risk for breast and or ovarian cancer through they do that through personalized support, and they save lives through educational outreach. Raising awareness increases and encourages proactive, healthy living behaviors among our community, and educating about how to best support someone facing that illness strengthens our communities. So I want to welcome somebody who is no stranger to this bima, no stranger to all of you. My wife Deborah, who is the Florida Program Director for Sharsheret. And if I can just give a shout out to Sharsheret. How many events have you had from the beginning of October to middle of November? 83? 80? Some crazy number of events that have happened and are happening over the next, for the last few weeks and the next couple of weeks, all to bring awareness to our community and around the state of Florida and really around the country. So. Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'avodam. congregation to rise, page 146 for Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam vaed. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the ways on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love at this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. You may be seated. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shokbecha u'v'kumecha Ukashartam le'ohot al yadecha v'hayulatotafot beinenecha uchatavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai veitem kedoshim lelohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Emet. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh.
Mi kamocha ba'elim
Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh.
Hosepele, Norate Hilot, Hosepele, Norate Hilot,
Kodesh. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Page 160. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Grant, O God, that we lie down and raise us up, O guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and our coming, to life and to peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. V'shamru. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולדורם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We rise for Tefillah, page 164. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi hagi tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imoteinu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות
ומביא גאולה לפני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד אתה. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממיר ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך הקדוש, וקדושים בכל יום, יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. You may be seated. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festivals. So it is written in your Torah, the heaven and earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God had completed the work that had been done, ceasing then on the seventh day. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us as a heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel who sanctifies your name may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai hamachazir shechinato leTzion. When we behold your heaven, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata u'melech Adon Lecho Shalom Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha
Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
V'tov be'einecha levadech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Before we take a moment for silent personal prayer, we think about our friends and neighbors, members of our own community who are in need of a blessing of healing of the body, healing of the spirit. We are especially thinking about Judy Agron, Beth Albert, Audrey Aronchik, Adam Beaumont, Osvaldo Barraza, Mindy Bloom, Elliot Citron, Kathy Duchess, Eliyahu Ben Ruvain, Vimiriam, Elka Rock, Susan Friedman, Rita Gold, Sharon Greenberg, Joseph Grunberg, Ed Johns, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Jack Lieb, Maya Bot Devora, Jeffrey Mishkan, Joyce Riddenauer, Mark Rockville, Howard Sanford, Shammai Ben Michael, Shaul Ben Moshe Verivka, Shoshana Devora Bat Chava, Barry Sugar, Nancy Simon, Mark Byron Singer, Rose Singer, Stuart Singer, Aryeh Tzvi Ben Sarah, and Kevin Webb. Misha Berach, Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov, v'Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Hu Yavarech v'Yira Pei Et Cholim, Kodesh Baruch Hu Yamalei Rachamim Alehem, L'Hach Limam L'Rapotam L'Hach Zikam L'Hach Yotam, V'Yishlach B'Mheira Refuah Shlema, Refuat Nefesh, Refuat Guf, B'Toch Shar Cholei Yisrael, Hashtar Ba'agalau V'Zman Kariv and Omar. We say, Amen. We take a moment for silent personal prayer. Say Shalom Bimroma, Uya say Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Why do we need to talk about breast cancer? Why do we need to bring this up? The reason is pretty simple. The reason is found in just a few statistics. Right? The reason is that 1 in 40 Jews of Ashkenazi descent carry a mutation called BRCA1 or BRCA2 genes, okay, compared to, what did I say, 1 in 40? Compared to 1 in 400 in the general population. These mutations can be transferred and passed from generation to generation, 50% of the time, by either parent to sons and daughters equally. There are additional genetic mutations that also raise one's risk, not just for breast and ovarian cancer, but for prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, melanoma, some GI cancers, uterine cancer, and male breast cancer. Now, while not everyone who carries a BRCA mutation will develop cancer, recent studies suggest that for women who carry a BRCA mutation, the lifetime risk of developing breast cancer may be as high as 88%. And the lifetime risk of developing ovarian cancer may be as high as 45%. With statistics like these, those are all the statistics I'm going to give you. With the statistics like these, all of us, all members of the Jewish community should be proactive about our health, about doing screenings, about understanding what our risks are. We have to educate ourselves, okay? This afternoon, I heard about a congregant who was so glad that we were doing this Pink Shabbat. She herself was a breast cancer survivor, but she told the front office that she wasn't coming because it was too hard. Now, I didn't speak to her, so I couldn't ask, but I know for some, it is hard because there is a stigma. I know that it is hard because even after being clear for many years, there lingers the worry that it will come back. It is hard because while you can be celebrating surviving, you know that others did not. For all these reasons, we decided tonight to invite you to light candles, and if you feel comfortable, to share names. Naming themselves as survivors, naming loved ones who were affected, naming those who have died of breast cancer. By giving voice to those names, we recognize that we are not alone. Okay? The mere fact that all of you showed up tonight, okay, recognizes this is not something that is an anomaly. Okay? By giving voices to those names, okay, we strengthen our community. We're going to do this in 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Okay? We are going to first invite those who are experiencing or have experienced breast cancer themselves to come up. Then we're going to invite those whose loved ones have experienced breast cancer. And then we're going to invite those who have lost a loved one due to breast cancer. So you can pick which place you put yourself in. We have a number of candles, and if we run out, I have more. Okay? So don't be shy. Okay? And, we were going to have that microphone right there. Okay, we've got a handheld microphone. Okay? And if you want to share a name, your own name, or someone else, you are welcome to do that. So once again, okay, and we'll do this, I'm going to separate each one with a blessing. Those who are experiencing or have experienced breast cancer yourself, or those whose loved ones have experienced breast cancer, and those whose loved ones have died due to breast cancer. Whoa, man, you didn't even wait, all right? But let's start with the first, all right? So the first, those who are or have experienced breast cancer themselves. There's just a holder and a light, and you can use that. I'm going to just hold this out, so if you want to use it, you can. You don't have to.
Hilda Matrani.
Gail Slatko.
Dixie Lampert.
Michelle Clad.
Maureen Boyarsky.
Nora Weinrich, Melita Kent, and Gutmann.
Doris Pinknaguda.
Ted Weinrich, not breast, but pancreatic.
Just step back up. Gotta get right there. Good for you. You want it? Okay. Go ahead.
Ovarian, Lisbeth Schoenfeld. It's good. I'm the only one.
Eternal our God, God of all that is, we call you from a deep place. Please hear our prayers. Bless us and our families, our friends, and our communities. Bless and heal the named and unnamed ones in need of your blessing. Watch over all who live with genetic disorders, life-threatening medical conditions, and chronic or degenerative diseases. Bless them with endurance and resilience, fortitude and hope, with opportunities to thrive and shine, even as their conditions progress. Watch over them, their families and friends, our community, and all of humankind. Amen. We're going to invite those whose loved ones have experienced breast cancer. If you would like to come up.
Sandra Marcus.
May, Shea, Lynn, Livy, Elizabeth, Sandra, and Jenny.
Charla Khan, my beautiful niece.
Gail Slatko.
Now, acknowledging those whose loved ones have experienced breast cancer, we also acknowledge those who support. It's not just those who are going through it, but loved ones and friends and doctors and nurses and social workers and therapists. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all those who dedicate themselves to care for the sick, physicians and nurses and orderlies, technicians and home health aides, EMTs and pharmacists, hospital social workers and respiratory therapists. To those who have sworn to help, bless them in their coming home and bless them in their going out. Ease their concerns, sustain them, source of all breath, healer of all beings, protect them and restore their hope. Strengthen them that they may bring strength. Keep them in health that they may bring healing. Bless the sacred work of their hands. Amen. And finally, if there are those who would like to remember a loved one who has been lost to breast cancer, and I was asked, I'll start asked to remember Dorothy Gordon. Come on.
My grandmother, Frida.
Robin Markson, Marty Pardo, and Brian's grandmother, Gina Moloff.
Sheila Friedman. My grandmother, Libba Maltz.
Eternal God, as we remember those who are no longer with us, bless those who mourn with the comfort of your love, that they may face each new day with hope and the certainty that nothing can destroy the good that has been given. May their memories be joyful, their days enriched with friendship, and their lives encircled by your love and your strength. Amen. Thank you all. Thank you for with strength. Thank you for being willing to come up here to destigmatize this disease, to name it, and to name those like yourselves and those who you love, so that we as a community acknowledge this, and we acknowledge it out loud. Loved ones and friends, all those who dedicate themselves. Before you sit down, you might as well stay standing, because we're going to open up the Ark and continue with Aleinu, page 586. Page 586. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer breishi, shelo asanu kegoye ha'aratzot,
ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Remember these who have died over the past 30 days, for whom we are observing Shloshim, Leah Stock, Barbara Levy-Feldman, and Jerry Levitt. We remember these, the yortzites of our congregant loved ones whom we have commemorated this past week. Isaac Allen, Miriam Allman, Bruce Botwinick, Eleanor Cohen, Benjamin Einhorn, Ruth Ertag, Samuel Feldman, Albert Gottlieb, Rose Coven, Dorothy Kovnat, Carol Siegel-Kromsky, Libby Levy, Marvin Pack, Irit Piknagura, Bernard Ross. And we remember those who are commemorated here on our permanent memorial plaques here in the sanctuary and who are listed below. We join together for Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. We invite the congregation to please rise. Page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach rute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'galau v'zman kari v'imru. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olomei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekudashah le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'am iran be'alma v'imru Yehei shlama rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Oseh shalom b'mromav Huya says shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved. As together we say, Amen. You may be seated. Once again, want to wish all of you a Shabbat Shalom. I want to say thank you to Robin Leader Landau for serving as our greeter. Thank you to Marcelo, who, as always, makes me sound a lot better than I do. And thank you for saving me at the beginning. I want to say thank you to all those who sponsored our Shabbat service, this Shabbat services this weekend. First of all, to Sisterhood, who, along with Sharsheret, helped put this program together. Thank you to Rita Gold in appreciation of Pink Shabbat, Maureen Boyarsky and Roberta DeShabra in memory of their mother, and our Temple Sinai congregant who died just recently, Leah Stock. How old was your mom? 104? 103? All right. Incredible. Sharon Botwinick in memory of her beloved husband Bruce, Sandy and Don Goodman in memory of Don's mother and father, Miriam Ullman and William D. Goodman, Paula and Howard Ross in memory of Bernard Ross, Joel and Adele Sandberg in memory of Benjamin Einhorn, Maxine Schwartz in memory of her mother Ruth Ertag. Thank you, Maxine. Gail and Mark Slatko in memory of Isaac Allen and Louis Maltz. We just like a couple of things that are happening this week, not this weekend, sorry, jumping ahead. Not this weekend, next weekend on Sunday, November 6th at 6 p.m., we have our communal commemoration of Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. If you've never been down to the Holocaust Memorial in Miami Beach, if you've never been there to begin with, you should go. Okay? That's a must. But go to experience our community coming together for Kristallnacht on November 6th at 6 p.m. Let's see. Reminder. We're almost into November, which means that you need to get on your calendar November 17th for Give Miami Day. This is a really important day for us. It is a day, it's important for our community writ large, but if you have made an annual giving campaign pledge, consider giving it through the Give Miami Day portal and adding just enough to cover the credit card fees, because if you don't cover the credit card fees, then just send a check to us, because whatever benefits that we get, it really doesn't become much of a benefit. If you do that, all right, we get a little bit of a bonus, and so your money goes a little further. If you have not made an annual giving campaign, whatever it is, an annual giving campaign commitment, you can let us know, or don't let us know and just do it on November 17th. We will appreciate it. You will see not November, but in December, Cantor Norman's going to celebrate his 10th anniversary with us, and so he's going to be doing a concert on December 4th, and I'm pretty sure we don't have a slide, but that's on Sunday, and then the next Saturday, December 10th, is our Dine for Sinai. It is a really fun night of great food and great community, so please join us for that. I think that takes care of everything. We are going to conclude with the singing of Adon Olam, page 625. Adon Olam asher mahalach terem ko yitzir nivra leheit nasa b'chetzako azai melech shemo nikra azai melech shemo nikra be'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nohora vehu haya vehu hoveh vehu yiyeh betifara vehu yiyeh betifara Shilo lehachbira, beli reshit, beli tachlit, velo ha'oz v'hamisra, velo ha'oz v'hamisra, vehu eli v'chai goali, v'tzur chevli be'etz hara, vehu nisi humanos li, menat kosi beyom mekra, menat kosi beyom mekra, be'yado hafkid ruchi, be'hetishan ve'ahira, ve'im ruchi geviyati, Adonai li velo ira, Adonai li velo ira. We rise for Kiddush and Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchatanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Next Shabbat, Yonit Bloom. Yonit Bloom is going to become bat mitzvah, whether she likes it or not. All right, we're going to give her a chance to come on up here, Yonit. Come on, you can do motzi. Yeah, well, at least hold it. All right, you can do it. Baruch atah Adonai. There was one mistake that I made, so I want to make sure that I get it. Those of you who were here saw there was a whole table of materials out there. We encourage you to take those materials, but also you will notice that there are a number of pink Shabbat baskets that were lovingly assembled by the Posnack Day School National Honor Society students. They sold these baskets at their school, in their school, as a way of benefiting Sharsheret and the women and the families of the Jewish breast and ovarian cancer community. If you are a breast cancer survivor in active treatment or have been affected by breast cancer diagnosis, please take one. It's our gift, it's their gift to you to enjoy, and I'll say Shabbat Shalom.